Who the fuck's riding with you that got the balls to pull a strap on me?
I'm going to be quick because I don't have much time. Now, yesterday in my previous video, I talked about Ted Cruz and several Republicans making up lies about the protests outside the houses of the Supreme Court justices, especially Judge Kavanaugh and Justice Roberts. Those lies coming from the Republicans, obviously from Ted Cruz. But now Marsha Blackburn, the senator from Tennessee and a woman who obviously needs to get her hair done, is now trying to conflate all of these protests at the houses, saying that they need to be locked up, they need to be booked and carried off to jail. Take a listen to this.
And they should haul all of these people down to the police headquarters. They should book them for violating a federal statute. What they're trying to do is change the outcome of a Supreme Court decision, and they're doing it by showing force and intimidation. And think about the disruptive nature of this. All of your viewers, think about if somebody came to your neighbor's house and started protesting and blocked the street to your neighborhood. Your children couldn't go outside. They couldn't ride a bicycle. They couldn't go play. You can't get in and out of your house without a policeman, officer being there to assist you.
So you're going to say all that, yet you won't say the same thing, that you and your Republican colleagues won't say the same thing about what happened on January 6th, or half the other things that the Republicans have done, your Republican senators have, your Republican followers have done. Do I need to go through the list? Fine, I'll go through the list. Dr. Anthony Fauci and his family. You guys, when your Republicans harassed him and his family in their house, why aren't you speaking up about that? Why aren't any of you Republicans speaking about that? Not just you, Blackburn. How about the abortion clinic workers that have been harassed at their houses? Why aren't you speaking about that? Obviously because you're against abortion and frankly you don't give a damn about abortion doctors. How about election workers who have been harassed and even threatened with bodily harm or even death, all because they went and overturned the election to Donald Trump? The Secretary of State of Michigan, the Secretary of State of Georgia, election workers I just mentioned. Are you going to talk about them? I haven't heard one. I've done my research, Blackburn. You and not one of you Republicans have said one thing about condemning threats of violence against those people I've just mentioned. Not one thing. So save your indignation, your righteous indignation for these people who are protesting against the overturning of Roe v. Wade for someone else. And by the way, I find it very funny that you and Cruz said the same thing, that they're trying to overturn a federal statute by force, bullying and force. What do you think? What the hell do you think January 6th was all about? What do you think January 6th was about, Blackburn? January 6th was a concerted effort to overturn the election in the United States of America in 2020 because Donald Trump lost the election by intimidation and force. People died. The cops, the blue, always back the blue. The people you want back were assaulted, and they haven't seen a single bit of support from you Republicans. None. So again, save your righteous indignation for someone who can, with a man with a GED and a third grade education, because you're getting none with me and all of us real Americans that can see right through you. You see, Blackburn, not only are you and every Republican out there are hypocrites for saying all this, you're clowns. You're a bunch of clowns, plain and simple. And obviously, you're obviously trying to rewrite the Constitution so only certain people who believe what you believe have rights. And at this point, with Roe v. Wade, they got caught red-handed. Your Republican justices on the Supreme Court got caught red-handed. And here's my question for you. When are you going to step up and say that this was wrong? You're not going to because you're against abortion, whatever. But to fundamentally take our rights away in the dark, that should scream, that you should be screaming. A Tennessee woman like you should be screaming, but obviously you're not. Why don't you use that same zeal you have against these protesters, that same zeal you had against Keisha Brown Jackson during her confirmation hearings on the Senate, when you were trying to use BS excuses why she shouldn't be selected. Use that same zeal and apply it to what happened on January 6th. You'll go far. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.